This is part of our series of helping companies that are probably more B2B, selling type organizations that would be relying on a lot of trade shows. We've got some good content kind of coming up around um, those that actually run trade shows. That's going to be one that comes out shortly. But for companies like us who would already have done a couple this year, or probably three this year, to many that had a pretty solid schedule. We're talking about the digital marketing funnel. Those organizations may not have had as much rigor around really managing a funnel because they'd come back with leads and they would be, you know, um, mainly focused on things that are kind of moving quick through the funnel. And now there's a kind of greater emphasis on that. So we want to talk about that. There is a blog. We'll link it in the description, but I think it'd be good for the audience to check out. But I think we're going to start with data and then maybe messaging, right? I think that's what we said as kind of like the two kind of starting points moving in. So who wants to kick this off? Kev, maybe it's your thing, and then because it's data, Robin can weigh in because she's going to be ready to pounce the moment the four-letter word comes into play.
I'm going to try to tee you up, Robin.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, go.
I think the idea here, Mike, you're right. We've been talking about for organizations who have traditionally been heavily invested in trade shows as a means for lead generation. Like, what do you do now in this new world where events and in-person meetings just aren't really on the table as far as marketing programs? And so I think in general, you've seen quite a heavy push for webinars and other sort of promotions around how do we continue to drive engagement, virtual conferences, which we're actually going to take part in one next month, and we'll kind of do a blog about that and show our experiences. But I think it really comes down to you're either going to reallocate some of your money into things you're already doing, or allocate money towards new things and have some sort of test and learn type process. And hey, maybe there's a diamond in the rough there as far as new programs, channels, tactics, methods, etc.